reinterpret the minor arcana in my own way. I mean, the original meaning, but with a different scene. And I also wanted to do something that I could work on my whole life. Some people think that's weird, but I'm like, I want to work on something I can work on my whole life. Oh, I sketch and I study the thing. I have a sketchbook. I have several sketchbooks just full of my studies, and then
you mean the study for each card?
For each card,
yeah.
And I sketch it out. But as you can see, it changes a lot. I'm always open to change. I'm not like, okay, it's gonna be like this.
Right.
You know, like I couldn't fit everything I wanted to do on there. I ended up changing a lot of things as I'm working on it. So I always have to be open to that. And sometimes making big changes. Like, oh, wow, I have to change this whole thing. And then that's one thing I learned, in painting class painting school was that, if there's something in the painting that you're really attached to, it probably means you need to get rid of it. I think it's made an accident. It's like a happy accident, that thing. Like, oh, actually, that looks great. And I have a lot of happy accidents. Like, I'll be painting something, and I'll see something in the paint, like, wow, that totally solves the puzzle to that. And judgment. Judgment means, it's really intense. It's like, it usually shows an angel blowing in a horn, and then people jumping out of their graves. That is a traditional picture. And the elements, yeah, like people coming out of the graves, but also like this strange figure here, which actually I was camping way out in Oregon somewhere a long time ago, and I was taking pictures, and this weird form came up in it, so I painted that. And then I just paint up like, so there's things we understand, like dead bodies. People don't understand coming up too, like this weird form. Like, what is that? Maybe there's like, some people want to call it the fairy realm, or there's other dimensions where there's things coming up also. So, and then this part here is like this figure is waking up this queen with a pomegranate, like the juice from the pomegranate is waking up. And I have a lot of red, looks like blood, I guess. Actually, I was painting before I named it Tarot the Pomegranate, I was painting like red, like looks like blood, but also I thought it could be like juice, like pomegranate juice. And the whole symbol of the pomegranate is like life, fertility, all that. It's very fascinating. The history of the pomegranate. And then Paul, like when I met Paul, he was telling me about how the pomegranate is related to the Torah. I look at what colors mean, like in tarot, in particular. Like red, the primary colors, the red, blue, and yellow. Like yellow is like a very spiritual color. Blue, yellow is like it's like knowledge and spiritual. Blue is like inner, like more from the inner self. Red is like more powerful, like coming out, physical. So I try to think of that, but also think of, and white is internal, or just kind of all colors. Also black is like all colors combined, kind of the... Black can also be very pure, black and white, the whole black and white thing. So, just what I've learned from painting, like colors that look good together, how it looks in a painting, that kind of thing too. But yeah, I try to really keep in touch with like the symbols of the colors with the tarot and its meanings. And the pomegranate, on average, it takes like, it could take like 8 months to do one of these big paintings. A little smaller painting could take, 2 to 4 months. Like, like this one, I started the sketches in 2006, and it's now 2009. But I have not been working on it continuously all that time. I put it to the side and this and that. So I would say all together. And then, you have to wait for paint to dry and things like that before you put the next layer on. So like this one, gosh, I could just only say in months. Like the big ones take 4 to 8 months about. I have a lot of paintings on display right now. This one's on display.
Cool.
The cups is on this one, this one. Okay, so here's the judgment card.
Let's see. This one. Very cool.
And Hangman, of course, is not in here yet. But there's a lot of cards. I have a lot of paintings on display right now. This one's on display.
Cool.
The cups is on this
Oh, the
one.
cups.
This one. I got 7 of cups and 5 of cups are on display right now.
Where are they on display?
At Vino Verity on Capitol Hill. It's the first probably female hermit ever made. Actually, I've never seen, well, except for like the Mother Goddess Tarot. There's one that's like only women in the whole deck. That doesn't really count though, because they had a agenda on that one. This one I just ended up being, it was going to be a man. I'd actually photographed a model, a guy, to be the hermit, and it just didn't look right. So I just did myself.